Hey guys, I'm back, and I found a video that pretty much describes how I'm feeling. This is another rant video, of course, so if you're not into rants, click off. But basically, I've been going through a lot of people that somebody told me that a lot of people today don't really get that there's nothing bad about being wrong, and that apologizing, a lot of people now, they feel like apologizing is terrible. If you apologize, you're doing something wrong. And I feel like I see that too, and I always apologize when I see my wrongs. I don't try to hide that I'm wrong, because I too know that sometimes I can be wrong. And this video right here pretty much describes what I feel, but do note that this does include Christianity, and I'm no way trying to make a like Christian point. Uh this is not religious, but so just ignore the Christianity part in this one, because it's probably the best video I could find out there, but it does include like religion and Christianity. I'm not watching that for this fact, I'm just watching it because it makes a pretty good point. So let's go. Oh, first of all, before I get a copyright strike, this video that I'm watching completely belongs to I'll Be Honest. If you want to see this video, please go onto their channel and make sure you subscribe to them to see all their videos. I haven't watched any of their videos, but I'm pretty sure they will be like this one and be really good. So, no more copyright. So this part is kind of confusing. Yeah, you see? So, the the main point in this video is that being defensive of something, of being wrong, is immature, and they say they're prideful, but I see there's nothing wrong with prideful. I think that's part of the Christian part of this video. So I'm just gonna go focus on the immature part. You cannot become defensive if you're going to exhibit humility. Okay, this isn't okay. I need to skip a bit. This is the Christian part. Or if we get defensive when others point something out in our lives, then we are still immature to some extent. That is very right. If you are defensive when someone says you're wrong, and you start acting up and saying, no, you're wrong, or why are you even caring about this, then you are quite immature. And I believe that that's seen a lot in today's world. We are very defensive of our mistakes, and we really can't just accept being wrong anymore. I don't know why. Defensiveness is rooted in pride and prejudice. Now, I don't really agree with that one, but prejudice, kind of. I'm pretty sure that just means that they, like, look at themselves higher than others, and that's wrong. Yes. Yes. Not willing to be corrected is defensiveness. So, basically, when you get defensive, you're just not willing to be accept being wrong, I guess. This video is quite dramatic, but it is right. Yes, this is beautiful. You see, this is perfectly what I think is going through the people's head. I could possibly be wrong? No. And then they get all defensive about it, like, no, I am not wrong, I am right. And I don't get it. Like, what's so bad about being wrong? Like, I don't get it. Yeah. Like when you get challenged, like someone says, oh yeah, well, I think I'm better than you. You get really defensive about it. You're like, no, I'm way better. How dare you say that you're better? And that's wrong. Yes. When you see something in someone that's wrong about them, or they don't see themselves, they get really defensive about that. when someone is, wait, I just clicked the forward button. I'll just go back. Come on. There we go. I think it's a bit forward. Uh, Alright, there we go. If you're defensive, I don't think pride is bad. I think this is actually really bad. If you have pride, it's no problem. If you are prideful, you are. If we don't have pride, why are we doing things? You have to have pride to be able to be encouraged to do stuff. You can't just say, I do this all for somebody. You do it for you, right? I believe that. If you're defensive, I still think I know better than anyone. Yep. hmm when you're defensive, wait, why did I subscribe? When you're defensive, you're always thinking you're better, and that's not cool. I think I'll stop it here, because for the rest of the video, it's just talking about what I said, like, uh, whatever it's called, Christianity and stuff, and I'm not cool with that. I am cool with that, but I mean, like, I'm not gonna bring religion to this, so let's just go back to my channel. Here we are. Yeah, so, anyways, I just wanted to wrap this up and say, a lot of people nowadays are being really defensive of themselves, and I think that's not cool. If you see that you're wrong, at least admit it, because people are acting like if they admit it, something bad's gonna happen, and I don't think that's right, because if you admit something, well, you just admitted it, right? You admitted that you're wrong, and we accept you for that. I also, sometimes I'm defensive, but I try not to be, because it's wrong to be defensive. I believe that if we're gonna be good with each other, like, if we, I don't know, if we're gonna be in a civilization or a society, we need to stop being defensive of our opinions, accept the other people's opinions. This is also present a lot in topics like racism or stuff like that. I'm not going to go into that because that's a very touchy subject. And just going to brush lightly off of the surface of that. When somebody says something, like, when someone says something about them, like, when someone's racist, somebody says you're wrong, and they are wrong. But then the racist person says, no, I'm not wrong. And then it just turns into the person being defensive of that, and we need to start learning how to accept other people's opinions. And this is a risky move, but I believe that sometimes even the people who are against racism can be very defensive too. Sometimes they'll say this is racist when it's not really. If it is racist, it's obvious it is racist. Like, if someone says, this, yeah, like, that can be very racist, but if someone just says something like, look at this, and they're just pointing to the person, yes, that is, saying it about the person, so, but if you're saying something not meant to be mean or offensive, and really isn't meant to be offensive, and someone starts getting all defensive and offended, they can kind of get over their heads because they think that they are entitled to something, like, they're better. And it's also the other way around. Like, if you say something mean or offensive, and then someone says, hey, you're wrong, and you get all defensive, that's also bad. So I feel like we need to find a middle spot where we just admit to being wrong when we are wrong, because most of the time we do know we're wrong, we just don't want to admit it, and I feel like we need to start admitting it. So, if this helped you, in some way, like, being able to realize that, hey, maybe sometimes I am like this, maybe I should stop, I would appreciate it, because I feel like there's too many people like this in the world, and we need to stop being all defensive. And sorry, I still have a stuffy nose. But yeah, make sure you share this video with your friends if you think they could use it too. I'm just gonna say also subscribe. I I am sorry I did not do a very good 100 subscribers special. That's why I probably lost a few subscribers. When I hit 100 again, I'll do a big thing though. Don't worry. I've got some plans. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. I hope you can like relate to me in this video and like see what I'm going at here. And if you are like, if you don't like what I'm saying here, just remember this is my opinion, and that's why it's a rant video. And I said at the beginning, if you don't like rants, don't watch this. So I'm sorry if I offended anybody or if I'm wrong. And yeah, I'll see you next video. Bye, guys.